Share a vision and purpose, a moment that sparks creativity, community, and love to blossom all around. This is what we are creating in Jackson, Wyoming on June 29th, and we are asking a worldwide community to give our intention wings so that love and peace may spread across the globe. Let our unified hearts become a powerful prayer for peace, harmony, and rebirth for all. This is how we give wings to a movement. We went to Costa Rica to set the intention for our June 29th event to spread peace and love across the planet. 7 strangers came together. We played, we shared our dreams, we were truly vulnerable and shared our stories. And then we knew in an instant we were something more. We were a mastermind, setting a worldwide intention. We prayed and celebrated the profound connection between humanity and the natural world. Just as butterflies emerge from its catalyst and takes flight on newly formed wings, so too can a singular moment of unified thought and shared communion become something transcendent and take flight. A moment where people from all walks of life unite.
I totally want to change the world, and I want to leave it better than when I arrived. And I decided that my nonprofit was going to change the world.
Wouldn't it be beautiful if you gave yourself your power back? That's why forgiveness is so beautiful. That's why letting go is so beautiful. That is why writing stories of being victorious and changing the world. If we all get stuck, and there is a huge part of the population in this world that is living in blame, this person is responsible for where I am right now. I say no, that person is not responsible for where you are right now. You are responsible for where you are right now. And I say you are worthy of love regardless of anything that has ever happened to you.
So, step 1 in the movement. I want you to hear your heart. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Can you all hear your heart? Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Now imagine a light beam going straight into the center of the earth. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Your heart now is beating with the heart of the earth. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Light beam going straight up into the sun. Ba-bum, ba-bum.
The Trueness Project is all about living in truth and authenticity with yourself.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. And now you're expanding into the universe. Ba-bum. Come on, give me a ba-bum.
I believe that you are all leaders, that you are capable of anything you set your mind to.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
And we teach transformational leadership around the world, but our main focus is giving people back their power.
That heartbeat that you all connected to, that's one heartbeat. We are all connected. We all share that heartbeat. We are one.
Your power is in the word, because the word creates dreams into reality.
And the way we become one is by becoming ourselves, knowing who we are, why we're on this earth, what our purpose is. So step 1, believe in the divine. There is something out there that is watching all of us, that protects us, that connects us. Believe in it because it believes in you. And when you figure out who you are, and you listen to that voice, the steps will go boom, 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 and you're not going to believe what's going to happen.
It's a great time to be part of this great project called the Trueness Project that I interfaced with a year ago, and the year's journey has been amazing. I think when I met Teresa, there was a great inspirational story of transformation that came from her.
This young lady is not only the founder, president, and executive director of the Trueness Project, but she is leading a global mission right now as we speak, truly all over the world, where she is bringing about hope, where she's bringing about positive change and absolutely creating unity. She's on a mission to bring in a Guinness World Record as we speak, and you're going to hear a whole lot about this.
And then she had this beautiful children's book that just motivates that young generation. And I got to know about the leadership and education agenda that she has, that had started in a very small way, and I've seen that grow to not only one part of Kenya, but to a very greater extent of many other young girls, vulnerable families, and the great passion that she has got for communities. I think that has been a very real time that I've really enjoyed. And I think we are seeing great steps ahead.
And ladies and gentlemen, just FYI, the Trueness Project is a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization. This is not something that Teresa, we're gonna stick with the brand, is saying let's just do a Facebook group and get some people together. No, this is an actual nonprofit organization that is registered.
The last time we were together with her, the UN National Assembly headquarters in New York, and we had a very great time with many other young change makers. And I think Trueness is about transforming the world, and for us to transform the world, we must bring all the agents together. And I also invited Trueness Project to come to Youth Connect Summit Africa, where Teresa came and talked to young Africans from the entire continent at the Kenyatta International Convention Center. Again, an amazing space of inspiring young people. So we look forward to seeing the next steps become greater. We look forward to greater partnerships, both the government of Kenya, international organizations, transforming the community. So I think this is trailblazing, and we keep on calling upon for more support. And I look forward to bringing my expertise, my advisory, my networks, and I also look forward to learn and to become a better person for the globe. Are you a butterfly? I'm a butterfly. And what we are saying, we can fly together. Do you need wings? Yes, we can get you some. But once we leave you, fly and fly. Thank you so much, Trueness Project, and we look forward for a brighter future.
We will, but I want to know about you. Where did this human being that is in front of me, this angel walking amongst us, how she's become the butterfly that she is today?
So my story is this. When I was 3 years old, I watched my parents' house be taken away from them. I watched my father being thrown into prison, and it was simply because he didn't believe in communism. My family is Cuban, and because he didn't believe in communism, his co-workers, people that he had spent his life with, reported him, and he taught medicine at the University of Havana. And in the span of a week, he had lost his job. He had been thrown in prison, and thereafter my mother lost her job, and we lost the house, we lost everything. And he had a choice point then of what is he going to do? Is he going to, wallow away in prison, which he could have, because they make doctors work in the most treacherous circumstances if they're put in prison, or he could leave the country. And he chose to leave the country with 4 kids with nothing. At that moment, and I didn't realize it then, but I realized it later, I learned you can have anything and everything taken away from you except for the power of your mind and your education. And of those two things, I believe that the power of your mind is more important, because people have we know a lot of educated people that do nothing. We left Cuba, we got to the US, I'm the youngest of 4 kids, and there aren't many families that can take in 6 people. In our case, nobody could take in 6 people, so we split up. And I ended up living with strangers, and that was very painful. And for me, I remember that. And I remember feeling victimized at the time, and then realizing that I had the power of story. and that my father had made a choice for all of us to have a better life. I learned how to retell the story of my experiences, not as a victim, but as a heroine on a miraculous ride. This was all a grand adventure. And as I got older in the last few years, I wrote a book to help the kids on the border because I saw kids on the border. COVID dismantled families. You have a lot, and then the wars happened. So we had a lot more of immigrant children, displaced children, and I wanted to help them. So that is my why. I wanted to help them. I wrote a book. It's called Gloriousness. Everybody has heard the story. There's a child that's very messy. Her name is Ness. She starts us as a mess, and then she chooses her story and she decides to be gloriousness. So that's the why behind this. And I wanted to give out the book. And I had no presence. I didn't know how to speak in public. And I went on a keynote speakers tour to Kenya, and I fell in love with the country, and I realized I have skills and I can really impact lives and change people's lives for the better through the power of transformational leadership. And that is my why. I don't want kids to think that they are victims of their circumstances. They are powerful, they are resilient, and they have the power of story. We all do. We rewrite that story each and every day, and it's our choice, and it's our birthright to share our stories and be glorious and to really embrace that power of God that was given.
We are here in the Grand Butterfly Gathering organized by the Trueness Project and Teresa Lawrence.
The butterfly event is so important to me because the symbol of the Trueness Project is the butterfly. Dressing up as a butterfly, half the people I speak to think I'm insane, but there is something beautiful about doing something so weird and fun with a group of strangers, because you'll remember that for the rest of your life. It is uncomfortable to dress up as a butterfly. People might look at you. Imagine that. They might laugh at you. And the best part, you might laugh at yourself. It is just so fun. It is so out of the box. It is so uniting that you've done something, not just with strangers around you, but with people around the world, because people want to have fun. They want to be in community. And I'm offering that to the world. Last year, we released 200 native butterflies, and the children loved it. Oh, it was magical, absolutely magical. For this event and for everybody here, thank you for joining us, because this is very special. And in 2025, we have a butterfly pavilion going in. So it's going to be even more magical because everybody gets to walk through and experience the butterflies. And yes, we're going to release them. right.
How many are we expected to release?
I think between 400 and 500 this year.
It's just such a delight to watch the kids just protect the butterflies. These butterflies have been kept on a colder environment so that they're just getting accustomed to the sun, ready to fly. Oh, you got one in your hand.
Hello, everyone. I've met a lot of you today. My name is Michael Emprick with Guinness World Records in New York City. Today we are here to attempt a Guinness World Records title for largest gathering of people dressed as butterflies.
I want to make sure you don't leave this sacred space today without having celebrated the fact that you've helped create this sacred space.
I believe this is a celebration of transformation. Anybody agree with me? Celebration of transformation.
I want grown-ups to act like children because it's fun. We're all kids.
A lot of people think, when there's a number, when you're breaking a record, 400, 2 million, whatever it is. No, I'm going to tell you what the most important number of anything that is a movement. Anything that picks up that global, that sacred, that universal traction that allows what you're doing to not only live today, tomorrow, next year, but has the potential to be on the tongues and hearts of people for thousands of years. The only way that can happen is when we set the table for legacy. It is a reservation for one, and that one is you.
And I've got news for you. Imagination and play is how all inventions happen. People think I'm weird, But I'm not weird. I'm just remembering what it's like to be a child. And a child doesn't know limitations.
We've got challenges in our school systems. We have challenges with our healthcare systems. Refugees at the borders. We got a lot of stuff going on, right? How are we going to change that? Anybody know?
Well, yeah.
Anybody know how we're going to change all that around? Well, I'm going to tell you this. When you change yourself, you've done your job to change this world. When you change yourself, you've done your what you need to do to change this world.
And being a child in a playground is the best place to imagine a better future.
A lot of people say, oh, I'm praying for you, and they hit the emoji. That's not the same as moving your lips and speaking from your heart and really stopping what you're doing and pouring your prayer into the journey of someone else.
The clock strikes, and the next thing you know, it literally dissolves and it emerges as a beautiful butterfly. And the best part about the butterfly is it can't see its wings, and so it has no ego.
I think it was Gandhi that said, be the change you want to be. How many of you are being the change in the world that you want to be? I think a lot of you are, because you're here, right? You're doing this? Yes? That's pretty cool. Okay.
And today, I just want you to understand, it may not be 400 today, but the fact that whatever it is, it has started something that will continue and will move and move and move. I honor you, I celebrate you, and I respect you for being, everything around us had to start with somebody doing it once. And today, you've made history, whether you break that record that we go for or not.
The truth is, butterflies come in all different colors, and they're beautiful. And people come in all different colors, and we're beautiful. And we have to embrace that, and that's what the event is about.
At Guinness World Records, we have very detailed guideline requirements for all records. In this case, we need everyone to be in matching color, top and bottom, butterfly wings, and antenna to count for the record title.
We were going through your website earlier and looking at all the events that you've done in Nepal and Kenya, here in the United States, in different parts. What gives you the drive to still say every single day, I'm gonna do this again and I'm gonna break a Guinness World Record?
Honestly, I believe in a higher power. And last year, I couldn't stop doing what I was doing. It felt like God's hand was just guiding me. I mean, that's the honest truth. I believe we're on this earth to uplift each other, but starting about 2 years ago, I realized that I really had a gift for putting the right people together and putting a spotlight on things that needed to change. And that's what happened. I do think that I am here to uplift my neighbors, my friends, and honestly, the world. I want to change the way philanthropy gets done. And I really want to have a huge impact on this planet.
The mark to beat is significant and challenging. We'll see where we end up, but no matter what, I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great day.
Why do you think most people don't have the heartbeat that you have and the mindset that you have?
Because they're still in their sadness. They haven't accepted their power, and so their story isn't one of greatness yet.
One.
But I can't give them that story. I can just say, hey, come join me on the fun side of the island.
Yeah.
It's your life to live. It's your life to claim. It's your story to write. And I can't write that story for you. This is your life. Decide what you want to do with it.
So today I have the privilege to lead you all in prayer. So this is a time for you to actually feel from your heart.
And my book is called Gloriousness. I always say, choose your gloriousness, choose your path, and have it be your true path. That's why the Trueness Project is called the Trueness Project. It's all about living your inner truth, not your parents' truth, not the church's truth, not your neighbor's truth, your truth. What makes you happy? Pursue that, and your life will change.
And be grateful to be in this beautiful environment and surrounded by amazing people.
Remember who you are every day. One of the things that a lot of people miss, I've been saying to people, is it true? I feel this thing like since I landed here, time is almost standing still.
May we find the courage to forgive. Divine Presence, let your light shine through us, illuminating the path to global peace.
We got together and we all were dressed up as butterflies and we went into the pen and then we danced so massively. We were a huge flutter and we actually marched, hence the butterfly march.
In Chicago, 5 minutes is you look up, you think it was 5 minutes, it was 5 days. But it's the opposite effect here. Peace is not just a thing. Love is not just a thing.
And awakening the divine love within each soul. We are one family, one world, one love.
Like the Muslim community, the Jewish community, every community got a letter from me saying, pray for peace and show up and dress as a butterfly. And people did.
May peace prevail on earth now and always in all ways. Amen.
Joy, compassion, empathy, they're not just things. They truly are places. Because you find the true definition of them when you're in moments such as these. Why is that so important? So many people, at the end of their journeys, they look around them and they have 14 degrees, 2 ex-wives, 5 houses, 19 cars, all types of accolades, things that you can touch. But so many of them panic in the last moment because they realized in that last moment they never took time to embrace the things you can only feel.
Now, as I mentioned, the mark to beat was 367, and we have fallen quite a bit short of that today.
Thank you all. This was so much fun. God bless you all, and we're going to try again. And it's growing, it's happening all over the world, and so let's keep our butterfly march marching on. Thank you for
I think we can all agree that this has been an amazing day. Teresa, great job organizing everything. The Guinness Project is really wonderful.
Every time somebody sees a butterfly, I want them to think about the Trueness Project and the fact that we are telling people that you are all butterflies, you are all beautiful, you are all transforming into better versions of yourself. And stand up for transformation, stand up for you, stand up for the beautiful butterfly that you are, for the better version of yourself that you are. Stand up for a beautiful transformed world where love, community, exists together. Let's do this. We can do this around the world. The world record attempt will happen in Jackson, Wyoming in person. But last year I declared a Trueness Project world record because it was a world record. Nobody had ever done what I did.
Yeah.
So all those people, I already have a world record, but I want more. I want this thing to go global around the planet because there are more people that want peace, that want love, that want to raise their kids the way you describe you're raising your kids. There are so many people that want a better world, and those people usually stay silent. They don't say anything.
Yeah.
It's the people that are in darkness, that have fear, that really want power over other people. They're always screaming. We're not screaming. We're dressing up as butterflies and having fun, and we're actually changing the world.
Things I learned from my parents about hard work and honesty and helping other people, and it was instilled into me at an early age.
They're just stories. So why don't we create really good stories of people helping each other and transforming the world into the place we want to live?
At some point in life, we'll be singing Peggy Lee's song, Is This All There Is? While our mind's complicated, it's also simple. It cannot hold good thoughts and bad thoughts at the same time. It might bounce back and forth between the positive and negatives. So if you have negative thoughts, all you gotta be is involved. we can transfer our thoughts to helping someone else, bring happiness to someone else. It'll bring happiness to us.
Last year, I started a nonprofit. I went to Kenya. I fell in love with that country, and my life started to change. I decided that I would do anything and everything that I've ever wanted to do in my life.
My goal was to give out books, and that turned into a goal of teaching transformational leadership around the world. I love the book Think and Grow Rich. Part of my mission is to give it out because I do believe that we are worthy of love and we are all worthy of wealth, regardless of what has happened to us.
After COVID, everybody started dying. This was a pretty rough transition. And I came to the conclusion that if I was going to pass tomorrow, what did I have to show for myself? Is it legacy? I mean, what is your legacy? What do you want to leave?
When it's all said and done, what do you want to be remembered? Do you even care about the idea of legacy? Do you what do you want to leave behind when it's time for you to transfer and transition to the next world?
I want to leave a legacy of goodness. I want people to actually live their lives and not somebody else's lives. Because of the time I was born and the immigrant thing, I was living other people's lives. We are taught we are supposed to take care of our families. And the truth is, if you take care of yourself first, you can then take care of your family. If you give everything you have of yourself to someone else, there's not going to be a you left. You must take care of your body. You must take care of your mental health. You must take care of your finances. And then you can help other people. You're not being cruel or unkind by saying no. Ask yourself a question. How much time are you giving to the people that hurt you? Because they're certainly not thinking about you. And each time you go back to a story in sadness and you don't release it, you are giving power to people that hurt you. I feel so privileged to be here to speak in front of all of you. You're all beautiful and brilliant, and I know you all have dreams. And I'm here to tell you that in the face of adversity, you can achieve those dreams.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I love you. I love that. I am so grateful to be here. My name is Teresa, and I am traveling the world.
I want to share with everybody that a group of butterflies is called a flutter. And so when you enter and register, you have officially entered the Flutterverse.
The Flutterverse. Steve Jobs always used to say it's the people who are perceived to be crazy with crazy ideas, who have crazy imaginations, who actually end up changing the world. So I welcome crazy any day with my beautiful positive ideas. I was looking at the website and I saw the multiple. We're talking about an international affair in here. We're not just talking about a small regional thing. Jackson, Wyoming, Colombia, the country. We got Nepal, the Maasai tribe, New York, West Virginia, Connecticut, Los Angeles, Vienna, Houston, North Carolina, Australia, Pinnacle, Wyoming again. We got Arizona, Nantucket, California, Florida, Illinois, Kenya. And I gotta ask, where are we going next?
We're going worldwide.
Ba-bum. 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 Ba-bum.
You are loved, you are cherished, and you are worthy of a beautiful life. Believe in yourself. God believes in you. I believe in you. And believe in yourself because you can transform your life. I want to share that with the world.
There is something out there that is watching all of us, that protects us, that connects us. Believe in it because it believes in you. And when you figure out who you are and you listen to that voice, the steps will go boom, 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 boom.